1, 2, 3, go.
Welcome back to another episode of the Backstage Pass with MDC, exclusive time with Jocelyn and Claudine.
Hi.
And today it is World Mental Health Day, and these ladies are they're just very talented and special. They have created projects to raise awareness about mental health. Thank you guys so much for being here.
Thank you for having us on the show.
You're welcome. So before we dive into more questions and a special collaboration, I just want to say Here For You is out today. And Jocelyn, you are the director, producer for this project. Can you share with us all about it?
Okay, so this project was born in COVID, and it was a very dark period for musicians and performers because everything was restricted and we couldn't find like an outlet to do what we love or like show what we love. I was working together with my friend David to compose this piece. This piece is in 3 sections. So at the beginning, it's more of like a sound of being trapped in your own thoughts. And then the second section is where we feel like frustration, anger. And then the third section, the final section, is where we kind of see the light at the end of the tunnel, which is now where we are because everything's opening up now.
What about the arrangement? Like you said yourself, I'm one of the singers for the project.
Yes,
so
you
there's
are.
definitely vocals involved, there's
Yes.
violins involved, there's also the Chinese drums involved.
Yes.
So how did you put things together?
That's a good question.
Or is it you just go with the guts and the feel?
We also have dancers.
We also have dancers. Movement.
Yeah, right. So the musicians are musicians ourselves, and then the dancers are the metaphor of our emotions because they will be showing a lot of like movement of despair, a lot of just very negative emotions. The drums are kind of this negative thoughts always knocking in your head. And then, a very important part is that we are in cages. So the cage is, literal metaphor that we are trapped in our own thoughts. And then I really liked the ending. Okay, this is a little bit of spoiler, but
Spoiler.
But
Okay, maybe
we-
just a little bit. Just a little bit.
but we step out of it.
Okay,
towards
okay,
the
okay,
end.
you stop there, stop there. So if you want to find out more, please go and catch it. It will be on Music and Drama Company socials, YouTube, Facebook, as well as Instagram. So Claudine, last year you created your own project. I like to call it your baby. It's called The Bird Song. It was also on World Mental Health Day. You were featured in it as a dancer. You were also the director. You were also the singer of the... Basically, Claudine did everything.
Amazing, one woman show.
Well, it's literally a one-woman show. Like, how do you do it?
Okay, so first of all, Birdsong is like a dance film, right? Like it incorporates movement, and I made like vocal improvisations to accompany the film. I didn't want to pay for music royalties.
That makes
So
sense.
that's where it went.
Very good
So
reason.
that sparked
Very
the
good.
creativity. I produced it, I directed it, but I also did work with 2 individuals that were equally talented. So one obviously is my editor and cinematographer. And the other is a colleague that I've also met in MDC. That project was special to me because it was also made in the height of the pandemic, where I think I felt like I needed an outlet to creatively express myself. It is a film about, I would say, oppression, but it also is a film about hope. The movements take the protagonist, me, through a journey where you see many parallels, and the metaphor very similarly is also birds, free birds, and also birds stuck in cages. So that metaphor just shows how sometimes we feel trapped in certain areas, but then also there are many times where we also are free to make certain choices I would say we will never be 100% free. Freedom is a very huge concept that we often constantly want to fight for completely. But I also feel like there's a certain acceptance that life comes with certain hardships and sufferings that we need to overcome. And I think that whole journey was just kind of traversing through towards the light at the end of the tunnel, where you will see that we still come with the battle scars when we emerge. You know, we still have things that hold us back, or things that we still feel trapped by. But then also that creates a sense of depth, and gives life a very different perspective altogether.
Two beautiful projects from the struggles that you guys have overcome. Now, instead of saying battle scars, I would say those are medals that you're wearing.
Oh,
That's nice. That's a nice way to put it.
Maybe we all should do a collaboration. I'll be, you know, saying words and that you'll be moving and you'll be playing your music. Yeah. So, but okay, this time round, I won't be doing a collaboration, but these two beautiful ladies will be a improvisation collaboration where they have to listen to one another. Now that you guys have heard the stories of the struggles that you guys went through, now we're gonna see it through art. Thank you so much for the spectacular performance. That was such a nice collaboration.
Thank you.
So what was going through your mind when you guys were dancing and playing music for each other?
So I think we were just bouncing off ideas off of each other.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and then reacting towards each other.
Yeah, I think for me it was a lot of listening, right? Because I think it goes so many ways, but just really learning to be attuned to what your partner is saying, and also I think sometimes a little play is definitely involved, where you like imagine a narrative and you go off of it, but then the narrative quickly changes because you realize that, oh, maybe like you thought you were going on a jolly road, and then the person like shifts the music and you're like, oh, I guess not, back to this place. Yeah, so I think it's a lot of that not wanting things to make sense. I feel like a lot of us get caught up in the needing things to make sense kind of way, but I feel like sometimes the beauty and the power of creativity and art is that you can play and imagine many different things without it needing actually to be coherent.
Very well said. Like, that's just how beautiful art is, and it can also be a healing tool to tell people that they are not alone and that there is always light at the end of the tunnel.
Yep, that's right.
Thank you so much, Jocelyn and Claudine, for joining us today during World Mental Health Day. Now, please do follow up with the ladies at Claudine Liang and Jocelyn Violin on Instagram and TikTok. You can also catch Here For You at the Music and Drama Company's Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. It is okay to reach out for help if you need help, because help is readily here for you, and it's okay to not be okay.